feel real bad. Should be, because you should be working on homework. But anyway, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep on going. Anybody got any questions for me? All right, we got 15. Let's get started. All right, so here is a question on the board right here. And this is a test question. This is the type of question I will ask. So get to it. This is a rewrite. Remember, a lot of your tests is going to be two things: rewrite and equations. So make sure you can handle all the rewrites on your homework. Give you a chance to write it down. Stay for a good, what, 2 minutes? And decide that you can't do it or you can do it. So we've got log base 5 of the fourth root of 3x plus 7, and this one is going in the trash pile. I'm going to have to bust open this big 36 pack in a minute. Fourth root of 3x plus 7 over 3x squared. The first thing I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to rewrite that radical, because calculus and radicals don't mix, and you need to go ahead and start learning to write a radical as far as an exponential. That's just something y'all need to get ready for Math 130 next semester. Hopefully I'll be teaching it so y'all can take it from me. And that'll be log base 5 of 3x plus 7 to the 1/4 power over 3x squared. Now they want you to rewrite as a product or quotient of log, so that means they want you to expand this. So we got this guy, and that's divided by this guy. So I'm going to rewrite, I'm going to do it by steps. And that's going to be log base 5 of 3x plus 7 to the 1/4 minus log base 5 of 3x
Priority
squared.
1 message coming in on secured channel.
Okay, now I'm going to give y'all a minute or two to see if you can finish it. After I got you to that step, see if you can finish it. If you can't, then we'll just write that up as being a failure. All right? Y'all can handle being a failure, right? I mean, Mr. Bostic does. He wakes up every morning, looks in the mirror. Don't you, Mr. Bostic? You can handle it, can't you?
Yeah.
I saw that picture of you on Facebook wearing that terrorist hat.
Oh, yeah, the Indianapolis
Veterans hat, yeah. You shouldn't wear a terrorist hat like that. All right, so log base 5 of 3x plus 7 raised to the 1/4 minus log base 5 of 3 plus log base 5 of x squared. Now I'm going to put that in parentheses because I'm minusing this whole thing, and that negative needs to be distributed. And am I going to highlight that negative? Hell to the yeah. Why am I going to highlight that negative? Because if you don't distribute it in your final answer, you might get it wrong. Okay, now what? Well, we'll go ahead and distribute that negative. And move that 1/4 using the product power rule and move that square out front, and that should be it. Log base 5. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. 1/4 log base 5 of 3x plus 7 minus log base 5 of 3 minus 2 log base 5 of x. Now that, according to the directions, should be the answer. And yes, that is a test question. Prepared to be able to do 3 or 4 or 5 of those on the test. Y'all don't get too excited. Logarithms are very exciting. Okay. No questions. Would y'all even ask a question if you had it? Probably not. That would go against the code of the weaned on a pickle, wouldn't it? Let's see what they got. Let's see which one y'all think it is. I like this one, I think. Now they put the, why did they put the log base 5 of 3? Does anybody know why they put that last? Anybody?
No.
Because it's a number. Log base 5 of 3 is just like 7. It's just like 7.2. It's a number. It doesn't have an X in it. So it's like a number. So that's why they put it last. So I'd say it's this one. What do y'all think? Look there, we got it right. See if there's another test question in this homework. All right, now this one's going backwards. This one is simplifying. In other words, you're condensing this one. So go ahead and do this one. You're condensing this one. Y'all settle down, please. Do y'all do this in all your other classes? Not communicate, just... Okay. Miss Garcia, are you a big talker at work?
Yeah, I kind of have to be with my job.
I'm
just curious. How about you, Mr. Bostic?
Yeah, I mean, as little as I can be or have to be.
Why? You don't like to communicate, or you just don't like people, or what? I don't like people.
I just don't like people.
Yep. I wasn't that way until about 3 or 4 years ago. And people started acting like assholes, so I just kind of just stayed on the farm a little bit more. So I think I got it written down correctly. All right, so this one we're condensing. So we got to do the power rule first. We got to get the power rule, get it done first. So that's 7 is going to come up here. So that'd be log base 6 of x to the 7th power plus log base 6 of z to the 6th power. And then that's going to be log base 6 of x to the 7th power times z to the 6th power. Another good test question. And log, let's just go with, I don't know how, they got a log in here. Well, I guess you do log and then you do a subset. I don't know if it's going to let you do that or not. Well,
So you just have to type it out.
log, yeah, but the subset. Let's go with shift down. There we go. Log base 6 of x to the 7th, x shift up 7, and y or z shift up 6. And you should feel good about yourself. Where are all the, are you kidding me? They don't put any good, there's not any good ones in here. And then they go to word problems. Well, that sucks. I was expecting a whole lot more of the writing. The rest are plug and chug type questions. Well, I guess we'll go on to solving equations. And plus, this is a study plan, so I doubt very seriously that all these are in your notes. I mean, in your homework. So let's go to 5.3 and look at 5.2 and 5.3, rewrites and equations. So let's look at some of the equations. I skipped the first 5 or 6 because those are usually Philadelphia lawyer questions. Yeah, we could do that one or that one. Let's see. I didn't want to start with E. I'd like to start with just logarithms. All right, this problem right here. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead and start this problem right here. 6,900 is equal to 300 times 10 to the x. 6,900 is equal to 300 times 10 to the x power. Now, they want you to solve it, and you've got to divide by 300 first. I'll tell you that right now, because there's no sense in having this 300 sitting there when you can get rid of it. Okay? So it's kind of like you can't fix the brakes on your car unless you take the wheel off. You know what I'm saying? So there's no sense in letting that 300 sitting there. You might as well get rid of it. So I'm going to divide by 300. Show y'all a trick I learned in the war. Y'all can take those 2 zeros and cancel those out. It's amazing. And 3 will go into 69 how many times? 23 times? Somebody check my math.
That's right.
23 is equal to 10x. Now, remember yesterday me telling you to always check to see if you can get the same base? Well, you know you can't get the same base here. Why? Because 23 is a prime number and 10 is not a prime number. So you know dang well you're not going to be able to solve this with an exponent. So you're going to have to revert to what? Logarithm. Now you can take the log of both sides, or you can use the definition of a logarithm. I'm going to do both because I'm the teacher and that's what I'm paid to do. So I'm going to do both. We're going to take the log of both sides. Log of 23 equals log of 10x. And you can use log or you can use natural log. Take the log of both sides. And then use your power rule. Natural log of 23 is equal to x, natural log of 10. And divide by natural log of 10. Divide by the natural log of 10. And x is equal to, I need somebody to take the natural log of 23, parentheses, and divide by, parentheses, natural log of 10. Tell me what you get.
1.36.
1.36. Can somebody confirm that? Just so we don't have the wrong answer. I always confirm, try to confirm when I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I got 1.36
Okay, good.
too.
All right, now over here, we're going to use the definition of logarithm. Definition of a logarithm says y is equal to log base a of x yields a to the y is equal to x. Now we've got a to the y is equal to x. So let's rewrite this. I'm going to go, let's see, 10 to the x is equal to 23. Okay? So y is going to be x, or I'm sorry, yeah, y is going to be x. So that's going to be x is equal to log base what? 10 of what? 23? Somebody take the log of 23 for me and tell me what you get.
$1.36.
It's a miracle. Is this a test question? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do nerd. So some of y'all should have homework done tonight, at least 5.2 and 5.3, because I'm doing some of the questions for you. Next.
And now I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's a good time to do it in class.
I'm doing my homework right now.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you paying attention in class. That's all right.
I'm following along as you're doing it though.
I know you are. Change-based formula. Remember me telling you the change-based formula. The change-based formula says that if you're given a different base, because the calculator will only, and write this down because y'all hug and kiss that calculator like it's a puppy or something. Take that calculator and it will only do log base e, or 10, and log base e. Log base 10 is the LOG key, and log base e is the natural log key. So your calculator will only do those two calculations. So if you get one that doesn't look like that, what do? You put it in the change base formula. The change base formula says change base formula says if I have the log base A of B and A is not equal to 10 or E, then I go and change it to log base 10 of B over log base 10 of A, or natural log of B over natural log of A, which is log base E. So that's the change base formula. Now, I'm not going to flood the test with these because these are real easy questions, and if you miss them, you don't what? You don't tell anybody. Okay, because these are real easy questions and you should be able to do them on your calculator. So let's take this one for example. This one says log base 5 of the square root of 11. Log base 5, the square root of 11. log of 11
Email.
over log of 5. And somebody do that on your calculator, please. And just round it to 2 digits. If 2 digits is good enough. 2 decimal points. What do you get? Okay. I'll just do it on the calculator.
0.74.
0.74. Is that Miss Taylor? Is that you answering questions?
Yeah.
Remember what I told you. You better be careful. These people don't play. Let's do another one. How dare you talk to me?
They not paying for my class, so.
There you go. They're going to be in a closet. And you're going to be in a nice office, Miss Taylor. All right. Let's do one more change-based formula so you'll have let's see if I can find one that looks a little bit different. There's one. Do that one, and that way you'll have a couple for your test. If you miss this, if I give you 2 change-based formulas and you miss them, I just don't tell anybody. Log base 7 of 50 is equal to log of 50 over the log of 7. And somebody crunch that out and give me 2 decimal points, please. And you could also put over here natural log of the square root of 11 over the natural log of 5. And here you could put natural log of 50 over the natural log of 7. Now, you don't change horses in midstream, okay? You don't do natural log over LOG, and you don't do LOG over natural log, okay? You stick with 1. And somebody, what'd you get? Two decimal points.
2.01.
2.01. I trust you. Somebody else can confirm it. Please say so.
That's right.
Okay, so there's 2 examples of the change-based formula that the type of questions I would give you on the test. So let's move on. We've continued. I want to continue with solve equations. Because since they didn't give us a lot of rewrites, I'll have to make it up on the test by giving you more equations. Let's see if we can find another one. Now that one, you could be able to do this one with exponentials. Try it. See what you get. I'll write it down for those people that complain. 27 to the x is equal to 243. All right? Try it several different ways. I think there's 3 different ways you can do this problem. They are giving y'all some easy ones. I haven't seen a good rewrite and a good equation yet. They're giving you a lot of easy ones. So that 3 looks interesting. That 243, and I know 3 will go into 27. 3 to the 3rd power. But 3 to the 3rd power is 27. 81. Dang old 81. 3 to the 5th power. What is 3 to the 5th power? Oh, we cooking with peanut OIL now. 3 to the 5th power. Somebody tell me.
243.
Good. So change that 3 to the 5th power. Change this 3 to the 3rd power.
I just did that one, so that's how I know.
There you go. 3 to the 3x is equal to 3 to the 5th. And what's my exponential rule here? Somebody tell me what the rule says. If the base,
If the exponents are the same,
if the base are
They have
the
to be the
bases are
same.
the same, the exponents are what?
they have to be the same.
They're equal to each other, yes. 3x is equal to 5 divided by 3. And give me 2 other ways to do this problem. Go ahead, 2 other ways. I'm going to draw columns here. We're going to do it 2 other ways. Take the log of both sides and then use the definition of a logarithm. Give y'all a second. So the Conjuring starts this week. Any takers?
Nah.
Oh, I'm going to watch it. Tried to get my son and daughter to watch it with me. They won't watch it with me. I watched one last night, and it was one that I have seen sporadically. In other words, I didn't watch all the way through. It's called Down the Dark Hall. It was okay. It wasn't very scary. It was more suspenseful than scary. Anybody ever seen that one?
No.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all don't watch those kind of movies. Y'all watch animations and Marvel and DC comics. All right. Take the log of both sides. I'm going to use natural log since we don't have very much room. You can use either. Bring the x out front with the power rule. Divide by the natural log of 27. And somebody tell me what you get. Natural log of 243 in parentheses divided by natural log of 27 in parentheses. What do you get? 1.67?
Yeah.
Which is 5/3. At least I think it is. Y'all check me. And now the final way is to y is equal to log base a of x gives us a to the y is equal to x. So we've got a to the y is equal to x. So that means y is x. Log base a is 27. Oops, I messed that up. Oh, shoot. X is equal to log base 27 of what? 243? And the change base formula says you can't calculate this unless you put it through the change base formula. And that's going to be log of 243 over the log of 27. And that's equal to 1.67. Now, the reason I did the same thing as that, so that's why I didn't ask you to do it on the calculator. Now, see there's 3 ways that you could do that problem. I challenge you when you're working on these problems. Now, this is anti-LAD disorder, okay? Anti-LAD. I'm talking to people that are not lazy, okay? If you want to, make sure you know the material, try to do these solving equations a couple of different ways. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Any people out there that plays the musical instrument will tell you that practice makes what? Perfect. Or you sound like crap if you don't. Next. Let's see what they got. It says type as a simplified fraction. So that'd be 5/3. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's one that people will skip on a test. Why will you skip it on a test? Because it looks what?
Hard.
It looks difficult, Hubert. Yeah, that's right. Miss James, you could help me out a little bit by saying something. Ooh, that was cold. She looked away, and then I guess I'll have to rely on Miss Taylor and Mr. Boston and Miss Garcia.
Yeah, no one else.
Mr. Brooks is just, I'm going to have to throw him out of class. He just talks too much. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to have to go in and buy Mr. Brooks a cover for his window. That's a little bit depressing, Mr. Brooks. You got a dark cover. That's depressing. We need to lighten your room up a little bit. And
I like it dark.
You like it dark, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
I got a dark sense of humor. People say I do. I like to see drunk people getting tased. You ever watch that on YouTube?
Yes.
I love them, especially when they're disrespectful to police officers. I love when they get tased.
Yeah, I do too.
I wish Live PD would come back on. I used to tape that show. Boy, that was the epitome of dumbasses. I used to show that. I used to let my son watch that show and say, keep hanging around the dumbasses. That's where you end up. I love that show. 2, 3 to the 3x is equal to 31,250. Now, what's the first thing I'm going to do? What's the first thing I'm going to do?
Divide by 2.
Yeah, get rid of that 2. That 2 is like the wheel. Can't get to the brakes for the wheel. Take the wheel off. And that'll be 3 to the 3x is equal to 2 will go into 3 one time. 2 will go into 11 5 times. 2 will go into 12 6 times. 2 will go into 50 25 times. Somebody check my math, please. And 3 is possible. Okay. 3 to the 6th power would be 600. 3 to the 7th power would be 1,800. So I don't think you can break this down to 3. I check my math. What's 3 to the 6th power?
3 to the 6th.
729.
All right. 3 to the 7th.
729.
3 to the 7th power.
Oh.
Might be close.
2187.
Yeah, it's too much. Okay, so we got to forget the exponents. So we'll write exponents, and you can forget that because you can't put this in terms of 3. So we're going to have to turn to logarithms.
I have to
And
use
I personally like multiplying by the logarithm on both sides because it's easier. But that's up to you.
I gotta
Natural
use
log of 3 to the 3x is equal to natural log of 15,625. Bring this out, 3x, natural log of 3 is equal to natural log of 15,625. Now you can skip a step here and you can divide by 3 natural log of 3, 3 natural log of 3, and get x is equal to, somebody do that in your calculator and give me 2 decimal points, please.
I'll be back. I gotta go to the restroom, so in case you're wondering while I'm gone.
That's all right. That's fine. Somebody crank that out, please.
Uh, 2.92 or 2.93.
2.93. Can somebody else confirm that? I'll wait on somebody to confirm it. Natural log, parentheses, natural log of 15,625, 15,625, close parentheses, divided by, parentheses, 3 times the natural log of 3, close parentheses, 2.93, good job. Now, what if we did, let's go ahead and do the definition of a logarithm with this right here. So 3, let's see, a to the y is equal to x. So x is equal to log base 3 of 15 y log base a of x. 15,625. And x is equal to log of 15,625 divided by log of 3. And again, that is the same thing there. Should be 3. Oh, 3x. Sorry. 3x, and then that's going to be divided by this. That'll be, there you go. I mean, yeah, it'll turn out to be the same thing. I still can't believe they hadn't got into real good problems. We haven't seen a real good one yet. Ooh, let's try that one because it's got a negative in it. Half of y'all will quit on that. So let's do that one. And I can tell you right now, I wouldn't even try the exponents because 81, 3 is the only thing. 3 and 9, and you got a 5. That ain't going to work. So you're going to have to use natural log or log. 5 to the negative x plus 3 is equal to 81. So that's going to be, and you can do a to the y is equal to x, and that yields y is equal to log base a of x. So y, negative x plus 3, is equal to log base 5 of 81. And that's change base formula. So negative x plus 3 is equal to log of 81 divided by the log of 5. And somebody give me 2 decimal points on log of 81 divided by the log of 5, or natural log of 81 divided by the natural log of 5. Somebody give me 2 decimal points, please.
$2.73.
Is that what everybody else got? Negative x is equal to 2.73 minus 3. And x is going to be positive because you're going to divide that. It's going to be negative. So what is that? 0.27? Somebody help me out.
2.7. Oh, well,
Is it 0.27? It should be 0.27.
yes.
Somebody, please verify.
That's right.
And that's definition of logarithm, or you can take the log of both sides. Power rule, this comes out. We said the natural log of 81 divided by 5 was 2.73. And you got the same thing here, so that's going to be 0.27. Everybody feeling good about themselves? Well, it should be, because I've done like if you count the different ways that I've done it, we've done a good bit of practice. It just worries me because these are exceptionally easy problems. So maybe we'll get into some more. Let's move along. See if we get into some more complex. All right, let's try this one. 3 plus the natural log of 8x. 3 plus the natural log of 8x is equal to 18 minus 2 natural log of x. All right, take a minute and see if you could work something out with that. Anybody got any ideas? I'll give you a hint. Put everything on one side and put everything else on the other side. Try that. I love how y'all take y'all's cameras and y'all aim them toward the wall, or you aim them toward the ceiling, or you aim them toward. I really appreciate looking at y'all's. Thank you, Mr. Bostic. It's real nice. Yeah. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my numbers on one side. So I'm going to bring that 3 over here. And I'm going to bring this across the river. And I'm going to get natural log of 8x plus 2 natural log of x is equal to 15. And natural log of 8x plus natural log of x squared is equal to 15. And natural log of 8x times x squared is equal to 15. Natural log of 8x to the third power is equal to 15. Log base e of 8x to the third is equal to 15. Here I have the definition of a logarithm. So I can rewrite that. Y is equal to log base a of x is equal to a e to the 15th is equal to 8x to the what? Third. Now take your calculator and finish it. Because this is just an algebra 1, algebra 2 problem. You got to do e to the 15th in your calculator first. Excuse me. So e to the 15th, second natural log 15 equals. That's a BA number. So 326,9017.372 equal 8x to the third, divide by 8. Divide that by 8. $408,627.1716 is equal to x to the third. I'm going to raise both sides to the 1/3 power. 1 divided by 3. And I get 74.2066. 74.2066 is equal to x. I like that problem. That one's a little bit of a challenge. Hell, I hope I got it right. Let's see. 74.20. Let's see what they want. Type as an exact answer. No, I'm sorry. 74.2066 is all you're going to get from me. 74.2066. I don't know how they would get, because there's not any radicals. They want you to leave e to the 15th. Probably they want a radical like the third root of e to the 15th divided by 8. That's probably what they want. So let's go back over here. And since they wanted exact, let's go right here, and I'm going to go up here and do it exact. I'm going to do it in red. 8x to the third is equal to e to the 15th. And I'm going to divide that by 8, divide that by 8. And that's going to do away with that. And then take the third root of that. What is the third root of e to the 15th? E to the 5th, Hubert. And what is the cube root of 8? 2, Hubert. And that should be your exact answer. And of course, I know nobody has any questions because this class don't ask questions, so we can just keep going. So let's type in e to the 5th divided by 2. E to the 5th, shift up, divided by 2. That's a good problem. I like that one. All right, let's move on and see if there's anything. Here we go. Now we're getting into some good problems. Try that one. Now we're getting into test questions. Of course, they didn't give you enough rewrite homework for you to do these, but hopefully you'll get it. 2 log of x minus log of 2x minus 10 minus 1 is equal to 0. All right, take a minute. I'm going to put the timer on a minute and let y'all do that one. Well, Dogecoin went up. Now it's done gone back down. My gosh. I bought some stock a couple of days ago and it's done gone, it's increased 140%. Dang.
What do you buy?
I bought AMC.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to buy GameStop. I'm going to buy it again because they're supposed to squeeze and make some money with those hedge funds. And yeah, they're supposed to. I mean, there's some people talking they could go up to $1,000 a share. But that all depends on the hedge funds. I bought like three. I wish I bought 300, but I bought like 3 shares and it's already up to like 600. Let's see, what is it up to? It's up to $540.
Mm.
I bought those 3 shares for like $80. I wish I'd bought 300. I could freaking cash in.
I'm waiting for cash.
That's the way my luck runs. If I buy 3 shares, it goes up 500%. If I buy 3 million shares, it never moves.
That's how it is.
Damn Russians is what it is.
Do you see where the United States, I think it's beef packaging plants,
Uh-huh.
one of their, I think it's either packaging or manufacturing, one of their computers got hacked, like the pipeline a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I heard that.
There's gonna be a beef shortage.
That's all right. I'm prepared for a beef shortage. I got plenty of cows. I can sell them for $10,000 a piece.
There's your real life stock market right there.
Yeah, exactly. I think the whole hacking thing, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I think it's a distraction, and I think it's, I'm going to say anything.
It's always just the distraction.
Well, it depends on, no, shoot, shut up, Hubert. I got to shut up. I can't say anything because if I say anything, I'm going to be considered a terrorist and a racist. So I better not say anything. All right. So here we go. Log x to the second minus log of 2x minus 10 equals 1. Now, why did I move the 1? Because it's doing no good sitting there. So you might as well move it. Okay? So I'm going to rewrite this as log of x squared divided by 2x minus 10. And now we have the definition of a logarithm. So let's see what happens. Y is equal to log base A of x. And that yields a to the y is equal to x. A is what? 10.
We can't see what you're doing.
Oh, sorry, I suck. Thank you for communicating, Miss Taylor. The rest of them, they just would have sat there for 30 minutes and not said a word. They're the kind of people that sit in the dark. Back a long time ago, before we had virtual classes, about 10 or 15 years ago, you'd walk into a classroom and students would be talking to each other. About 5 years ago, you walk in and they're texting each other. They don't talk. And they'd also, if the lights wasn't on, they just sit there in the dark all day. They wouldn't get up and turn the lights on. It blows my mind. All right, 10 to the y. What's y? First power is equal to x squared over 2x minus 10. Okay, now I'm going to go to the next page because now we've got a quadratic. We got a good problem to solve. So 10, y'all make sure I did that right. 10 to the first is 10 equal to x squared over 2x minus 10. Somebody tell me how we get rid of that fraction. Multiply by the common denominator, Hubert. That's right, class. Good job. So we're going to multiply by 2x minus 10 on both sides. And that's going to cancel. And that's going to leave us with 20x minus 100 is equal to x squared. 0 is equal to x squared minus 20x plus 100. And we can use factoring or shortcut number 2. And that's going to be 0 is equal to x minus what? 10, quantity squared. Take the square root of both sides. 0 is equal to x minus 10. X is equal to what? 10. So let's type that in. We did 2 pages of work. Let's see what happens. X is equal to 10. And you feel good about yourself. Okay? So we've got 2-page deal. So right there would be reason enough to quit this problem because you have to write too much. So there is the first page. And there is the second page. Any questions? I don't know why I asked y'all if there's any questions. The only one that's going to talk is 3, 4 of you. Let's see if we can find one more challenging. All right, try that one. I'll write it down for you. Log of 4x plus log of 3x is equal to log of 108. All right. Mr. Beckett, I don't know what you're doing, but you look like you're in a puppet show. You're on the side. It must be the way your phone's turned or something.
My phone, my computer died.
Okay, because it looks like you're standing on one arm. It looks like you're. I'm not even going. I guess you got your phone turned around sideways.
Yeah, I do, so I can see the problems.
Okay. All right, log 4x times 3x equals log of 108. Log of 12x squared equals log of 108. What happens if your logs and your bases are the same? Your log and your base 10 are the same.
You have a work email.
What can you do? You can run around with shaving cream on top of your head, Hubert. Do y'all know how frustrating it is to talk to a class that don't talk? It is so frustrating.
I would be more, but I don't know what to say.
You don't know what to say. I guarantee you I put a beer in your hand and some music, you talk ears off a donkey.
I don't drink.
Okay, a coffee in your hand.
I don't drink coffee either.
Okay, you just suck.
I know.
All right. A glass of water, okay? Divide by 12.
Sweet 2 would be fine.
Divide by 12, x squared. Somebody divide, let's see, what is 108 divided by 12, somebody?
9.
And the square root of 9 is positive or negative? 3. Do you need to put that positive or negative 3? Yes.
The problem said not to solve for x.
I'm sorry, what?
Did the problem say not to solve for x?
Hell, I don't know. I'm just doing what I'm gonna give you. Well, I'm gonna solve for x. That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna give you on the test. Rewrite the given equation without logarithms. Well, that's it right there. 12x squared is equal to 108. 12x squared is equal to 108. I'm going to ask you to solve on the test, which they did, and what do you get? Positive or negative what?
3.
Where is the freaking positive or negative symbol? They used to have a positive or negative symbol. Now they done took it away. Damn Russians. Do y'all see a positive or negative symbol? Nope, they took it off. So I'm going to put, so it can be wrong, positive or negative. Oh, whatever. Positive /- negative. Okay, forget it. I'm just going to put 3 and it's going to be wrong. No, they don't want the positive or negative. Oh, well. Now that right there is a good test question. I like that. Let's move on, see if we can find a couple more. I don't usually do the inequalities. You can do the inequalities. That's not a big deal. Okay, they moved back into the modeling, so I don't really care. And I don't know how many questions of those. You shouldn't have a lot of those questions on mine, but we'll look and see what the homework has. So homework assignments for what chapter are we on? 5.3. Yeah, you don't have that many. Probably a lot of the rewrites that we just did. Yep. Let's go down toward the end. Yeah, they give you the plug and chugs. There. Just for giggles, let's do that one, and then we'll finish and move on to
I'll be
other
right
things.
back. I got to go do something real quick.
This one says log of 3x plus log of 2x. Log of 3x plus the log of 2x is equal to the log of 150. All right, since I did one like this previously, you do this one. And if you can't, then we all know what that means. You should just give it up. And let's go ahead. I want you to write this down. I want you to mark off 5.7. We're not going to do 5.7. So mark that off. We will do investing on 5.5 and probably investing with logarithmic models. So 5.1 to 5.5. Do not do the 5.7 or 5.6. Do not do 5.7 or 5.6. I don't even think 5.6 is even up there.
So for 5.7 homework, don't do that one?
Don't do it.
Okay.
All right, so this is log of 3x times 2x is equal to the log of 150. Log of 6x squared is equal to log of 150. Therefore, since the two logs have the same base, log base 10, log base 10, and I'm going to put the little 10 there just because it's assumed to be there if there's nothing there. Then you can set the terms equal to each other. What is that, 25?
Yeah.
And x is equal to positive or negative 5, in which we cannot take the that's why they did the positive, because you can't take the logarithm of a negative number, and that's why you don't use the negative. So the answer would be 5. Question, gripe, complaint.
No, I don't have any.
Okay. I appreciate, you saying something. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It is always good to, say something back when somebody says something.
Yeah, my mic
Oh.
went first. Sorry.
It's called courteous, yeah. And not rude,
Right.
Let's see. Yeah, these are just some more of those models that we did in, okay, I'm just going to go to the spreadsheet. This is 5.4. Take your model, put it in the spreadsheet or the calculator, and they want to know if it's exponential. Okay, so let's look at it and see. And Excel, if it ever comes up, go ahead and type these in your calculator if you don't want to use Excel. There you go. Type those in. And I will put a couple of these on the test. The reason I put these on the test is to see if you know how to use technology, whether it's your calculator or whether it's Excel spreadsheet. So you can put 5.4 is calculator / spreadsheet. There we go. Insert. There is mine. And I'm going to click on it. Add trend line. And they said exponential, didn't they? There's exponential. Let's see logarithmic. Actually, logarithmic is a better fit. But they were asking for exponential. Exponential is not very, I don't think it's a very accurate fit. Is everybody listening?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure you're paying attention. So I would say probably it's a somewhat good fit. let's see, linear, polynomial. Actually, polynomial is the best fit. Don't y'all think polynomial would be the best fit? I think it would be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Power is not. So, but they're asking about exponential, so it's okay fit. It's not a very good fit, but it's okay fit. You could say not exponential on this one. Now, is this subjective? Yes, it's a little bit subjective. So just be kind of, yeah, it's not. All right, you try this one. Find the exponential function that's the best fit for these numbers. I'll blow it up for you. As soon as there we go. There you go. Punch those in and check it with exponential. Insert. Now this looks pretty good for an exponential. Add trend line. And it went away. Try it again. Exponential. Yep, I knew it would be a good fit. Let's go ahead and display so you can see it. There you go. Why is that one
You
significant?
have a work email.
That one tells you that's a pretty good fit. The closer it is to -1 or +1, the closer, the better the correlation, the better the fit. So yes, that is a very good fit. Now, those are two possible questions I would give you on the test. I'm telling you right now, on 5.4, I'm not going to have you reinventing the wheel. As long as you can use your calculator or your spreadsheet, then you're good to go. And most of the time, if they give you this tab right here on your test, you can use the spreadsheet without it messing up your test. Okay? That has that tab right there. So what do they want? Find the exponential function. So we've got e to the what? E to the 1.6094x. E to the 1.6094x. E shift up 1.6094x. And we should feel good about ourselves. Ooh. Let's see what they got. Ooh, they got 5 to the x. Well, I guess let's go back and do a power. Maybe I hit the wrong button. Let me go back. Add trend line. Well, it won't let me. It should let me. Let's do a power. And let's do display. And it did. I beg to differ with you. I think the e to the 1.60. Let me start over. It did say exponential. And insert. And add trend line. No, power don't fit it. That's the best fit, and how they get, I don't know how they get what they got. Does anybody? I don't know how they get that, what they got. I'll have to go and check that one out. Did anybody get 5 to the X? When y'all put it in y'all's calculator, what did y'all get?
I did it on Excel, and I
Okay,
got the
let me
same
do it
thing
on
as
the
you.
calculator. Stat, edit. Give me a second. I got to move everything around. I don't know why they have to make this go all the way across the page. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 5, 25, 125. 4, 5, 6. 4. Y'all have to excuse me. I have to use my mouse. I can't use the keyboard. Okay, 4, 5, 6. And 625, 3125, and 15, 625. And go to stat, calculate, and let's see, cubic, quartic, linear regression. They said exponential, did they not?
Yes.
L1, L2, calculate. Okay, now evidently 5 to the x power. The calculator puts out 5 to the x power. I got to find out why the Excel spreadsheet doesn't do that. I don't know why. Unless somebody knows. Anybody know?
No.
See, that's the power they get. That's not. I'll have to figure that out. And it doesn't look like, hold on a second, power. Yeah, it fits it to a T. All right, I'll have to figure that out. All right, that's where we need to end today. Let me check the roll right quick and see if anybody I missed the other day. I know